Get out from under there. I need you. There you go. Hey, Instagram, it's me, T from the Pattersons. Taking the train to Tibet. I got the thing, just in case you thought this is the thing here. This is the, look, I'll tell you about that in a second. It's a Thursday. I know because I got an email this morning because I have a Zoom fraternity meeting. Later, will actually be tomorrow morning. It's 7 o'clock tonight on a Thursday, but that's in the city. But that's in the East Coast. I'm here in, hey, let's go there. Didn't I just talk? The meeting is at 7 o'clock there, but I'm here in where am I? I'm in India, southern India, so we're 10 and a half hours ahead, so that'd be like 5:30 in the morning. So, 12, 5, we'll see what happens. But look, it's audio drama day. It's Thursday, like I said. Now, tomorrow, it's a week wrap-up. Oh, I got a week wrap-up because there's stuff happening, especially in South Africa. Ooh, history's being made. Well, not good history, let's put it that way. So we'll talk about that tomorrow. And on Saturdays, whatever comes to my head, on Sundays, reading to go right now. Well, I'll be reading it. That was Sunday, right? Monday is midday. Talk about me. Tuesday is U.S. Day, whatever. Wednesday is World Day, and today is Thursday, right? So we talk about audio drama. Now, there's a lot of ways to do audio drama. It all starts with something, It starts with the word, It helps if you're a good storyteller. Like, for instance, since it's in the news, since it's the big thing that's happening, it's not going to go away in a long time. Kendrick Lamar is a storyteller. It's as simple as that. In fact, he does. If you want to look at the show that he did, it's basically, I said it already. It's an off-Broadway show. That's what he performed. It's got the hootie, but we're not talking about that because a lot of people keep on dissect. It's a good thing to dissect. Anyway, but I'm going to talk about a poem that what I've been happening. I did this last year when I got to India, here in Auroville, India, and I did it because they had the Artist Cafe had this open mic every Friday, every Saturday. Every Saturday they had an open mic, and so I got into the habit of writing a kutaba. It's a 49-word poem, 7 lines to the page, and 7 words to a line. No word being more than 7 letters. Anyway, so I got used to doing that, and then I would perform it on the Saturday, right? Well, they didn't start this year. They haven't started yet. Who knows? They're going to restart. But luckily, I've been going to Johnny's on Sundays. So on Sundays, now I'm doing, I fall into the habit on Tuesday. Somehow on Tuesday, I start writing a cassava. Then Wednesday, I look over it. And then Thursday, I finally transferred to my other thing. And then, Friday, then Saturday, and then Sunday, I performed in front of some international peoples. It's a good thing. Like I said, the audio drama is a wonderful form. I like it because, look, when I do other forms, like when I do theater, oh man, it's a chore. Let's put it that way. I'm trained in theater. It's a chore, right? Audio drama just frees me. It just frees me. And since the essence of audio drama, like I said, for me, it's poetry. Well, it's a written word. And poetry is therapy for me. In fact, let's go back to Kendrick Lamar. He said something about therapy. He said, I don't need no therapist, But I don't need therapists because theater is therapy, okay? My writing is therapy. I'm telling you, I know you want to go to the therapist, go ahead, bless you, go to the therapist, do what you need to do. But as a black man on the planet, I don't trust even if it's a black therapist, if they've been trained by the white man, that means they got the white ideas. That means they can't get into my black head because they're doing the hoo-ha. You see what I'm saying? Okay. So anyway, there's many ways of doing audio drama. And I love audio drama because I always, in fact, you couldn't see it in here. Oh man. Oh, I wrote it I can't read it. See, I won't be able to read this. Look at this. This is the first draft, Then I write it into the book. Let me get to the book. Let me get the book. Wait a second. Look at it. Oh, here it is. all. Gary, my book, well, this is the journal that I've been hanging out with all the time. Put this up here. And so what I do, I can read it from this. This is much better. See, now I got it like that now. And then when I finish with that, then I put it onto, I've been putting it onto, should I turn this around? I should turn it around so you can see what I'm writing, and therefore I can read it to you and you can see it yourself, okay? So here we go. Let me turn this around. Here we go. Boom. Okay. Don't worry, that's the last thing I wrote onto my. See, I use these colorful things. Don't worry about that. Yeah, I use these colorful pens and then these colorful thingies here, and I write. I'll show it to. Well, I'll post I'll post the thing, and then you'll see it then. That way you'll have to look again. Okay. Here's a. Oh man, I guess I should push this down a little bit. Oh, wrong way. Come back. Okay. See it. Don't worry about that part. Oh, I better put my glasses on too, so I can read. Whew. Move you out the way. So I get back here. Okay, here we go. So this is the cassava that I've been working on all week. Well, since Tuesday. It's Thursday now. It takes me, because I do revise editions and I keep on saying, so I see if you can see it. The title is the autochtonic shifting. It comes from the word autochthonous, one of my favorite words. You know, I love the word autochthonous. People say, oh, that's because I can see the THON in there, but don't worry about that part. Shifting. It's a fertile cassava. It's about, well, I'll tell you about that later. Let me finish this. Let me do the poem first. At first, the sand met the sea. Mother willed the trees to come. I messed up already. At first, the sand met the sea. Mother willed the trees come to thee. Shortly came a force from down under. Consult became need, then grew to seed. Set to furious imagine becoming. What's that word? Oh, we see right here, set to divine pleaded purpose. Nestled as Furtile East, a journey dream. And it's for the progenitor Johnny. Now let me just break this down for just a second. Now, okay, let me say something about what I do. Now, in audio drama, when I do audio drama, I always leave a space so we can recruit from the audience. And so this first thing up here, do you see? It says, at first the sand met the sea. Now the two thes there, it's like, I don't know, this is a 49-word poem. You don't want to use the, excuse me, I got sneeze because I got the smoke on. I don't want to, I don't like to repeat words anyway, but I can use it somehow. So what I'm going to do, I have it over here. See, I'm going to take out that thud, and it's going to be either, right now I have two, like, at first, instead of the sand met, right? At first heated sand, or at first shifting sand, you see? Met, instead of met stormy sea, or placid sea, or raging sea. Or less than 7 letters, right? Now what I'll do, let me say what this is. I got sneeze again. I got this incense going. Let me turn this back around. Now the reason why I'm explaining all of this to you like this, because this audience that I have on Sunday, like I said, the international people, like, you know, so expats and stuff like that. And so what I would do is I'll read the poem first, right? Then I'll explain the poem, and in explaining the poem, right, I say, you know, but I'm happy with this, the and the duh. I got to replace it. I got several suggestions. Anybody have any suggestions? So then they'll give suggestions. See, that's how you get the audience participation. Then I'll make it, and then I'll do the poem again, because we made the adjustment. And the third will be the third reading, I guess. The third reading will have those adjustments, right? So they'll feel like they've contributed something, and actually the first person, we'll be at Johnny's place. So he'll have veto power. Not veto power. He'll have strong suggestions. Say, well, I like this better than that. You see? And that's the way I roll, because that's the way I roll. And like you see, I'm fumbling with the words right now. I got to do. Tomorrow rehearse a little bit. Saturday I rehearse a little bit maybe. But I don't want to be perfect. See, because you don't want to be perfect, because you want people to help you out, right? Let me show what I mean. This is really interesting. Well, it's interesting to me. I don't know if I should bring it up now, but I will. Oh, just a second, man. Me and my incense getting all into my nose and doing all kinds of things. I carry this around with me. One of the most famous audience participations I ever did. Just a second, I gotta get that tissue. Smoke is in your eye. Okay. Smoke is in your nose. Okay. There's this guy, Dr. Kenneth, was peace and blessings on his eternal soul. Dr. Kenneth G. Mills. I carry this around sometimes because he has these things. This is a thing I got. The master is a memory. He's like a philosopher, whatever, and he has these unfoldings, and it's just a little book that has his words like that. Now, I met him because he had this thing called Starscape Singers when I was arts director at WBAI. I went because I'm arts director, I got to check out stuff that comes through. So this group came through, they was giving a concert. I read about it, so I came and I checked it out. Then, hey, Third World, thanks for joining in. So I checked it out, and I invited them to the station to interview them. So I did. And then it just so happened that about the same time, I was doing an audio drama. We was doing the Phantom Toll, just in order the Phantom Toll at the Anspacher Theater there in New York, the New York Shakespeare Festival, the Joseph Papp Theater, whatever. It was a big production. Oh, man. So I invited the group. I invited him and the group to come see this audio drama. This was a huge thing, really. I mean, people, it was outrageous. When I did these audio dramas in New York, they were like unbelievable. People were all in costume. I remember Ms. Mahmoud had this big, one of the characters of mathematics, she had this big, looks like a dunce cap up there with all the mathematical stars or whatever on there. I mean, it was great. Charlie Finch played the dog, and he had the dog ears. It was a great production. But then I feigned this thing in the beginning. I said, oh man, the audience is there. I think the Anspacher seated like 300 people. I think we must have 200 there at the time. A second. Sorry, I shouldn't do that in front of you. Sorry. So I did in the beginning of the piece, the Phantom Toll, there's a thing called the Lethargians, right? They talk really slow. Now remember, this is audio drama, so everybody's on script. So I leave that, there's like 4 Lethargians. So as I'm about to do them, then somebody comes up, the stage manager comes up to my ear and says, oh, I said, what? I said, sorry, we have a problem. It's a huge problem, and we need some help. Look, I know, look, we just need some help. With all this, you see all these people, it's happening. It's totally my fault. I need you all to help me out, right? Because we didn't cast, we were missing some cast people. We didn't cast this part, called Lethargic. So we need 4 people from the audience to come. You'll be on book. Just 4 people. Oh, see, Susan Brown. She was one of our DJs that's on air. I said, Susan, come on down. And then somebody said, I said, oh, look at that. We got Dr. Kenneth Mills. Come on down here, Dr. Mills. Come on. We need you. So the 4 people came down, and they went with the stage manager as I continued to, get the scripts because they were going to do the thing. And here's what we do in audio drama. I say, when we sold the sign, you say, you share your help, whatever, the instructions I give the audience. I say, okay, now we're ready to begin. Let us start, right? And so the Lethargians start the piece out. And all they have to, like if I was reading here's the poem. So instead of me reading my fasting like that, you'd read slow. Lethargians, because they're lethargic, right? They would read slow. So, Mother, will the trees to come to thee, Right? They all had their parts like that. They were so good. They were so good. It was a great way to start the piece off. So anyway, I built these things in to get audience participation. That's why I have fun. Audio drama is fun. If you ain't having fun, there's no need in doing it. It's not like theater. It's not like, I don't know, it's not like some perform. It's not like, it's just fun, right? That's why I do it, because I like to have fun in what I do. So anyways, so that's it. I'll work on this poem, and we'll see what happens. I think probably Sunday we'll do. I did live last Sunday, so we'll probably do a live. So you'll see if you tune in on Sunday or whatever time it is, or just come back some other time. Then you'll see how this thing turns out. Meanwhile, I will. I gotta put it into the other. How am I gonna do this? I gotta somehow I gotta post it tomorrow or something like that, or Saturday. We'll figure it out. All right? Okay. Talk to you later. Bye.